Prepare yourselves for a journey into the heart of biker and biker clubs, where the edges are sharp and secrets cut deep. In this video, we will delve deeper into the mysterious psyche that fuels the Brotherhood on two wheels. Behind the leather armor and chrome lies a web of loyalty, rebellion, and silent codes. Let's discover the raw reality of those who ride on the edge, where every tattoo tells a tale. How biker clubs are formed. The initiation of a motorcycle club is entirely infused with tradition, brotherhood, and a shared commitment to the open road. Among various outlaw motorcycle clubs, there is always a particular rigorous set of rituals and rites. Prospective members are expected to earn their spot through a probation period, loyalty, dedication, and faithfulness to the club's rules. The desire to be a part of infamous biker clubs like Hell's Angels or the Bandidos requires prospects to go through a trust-building process. Thorough screening and background checks are deemed necessary to ensure the person's interests perfectly align with the club's spirit. Long story short, biker clubs are all about shared passion, freedom, rebellion, and an unspoken understanding that brings together the club's members. Common concepts: running among biker clubs, switching alliances. Loyalty held a significant role in the past for biker clubs. Beyond being mere clubs, motorcycle clubs resembled tight-knit families, with members bound by numerous obligations. However, in recent years, this concept has faded to some extent, and members are frequently observed shifting between different biker clubs. For example, individuals may transition from Hell's Angels to Bandidos and vice versa, or switch from outlaws to gladiators and vice versa. Potential unlawful activities. Illegal activities like gatekeeping at nightclubs are prevalent in almost every motorcycle club. While some police departments link this gatekeeping to drug trade within clubs, this isn't universally accurate. The extent of such activities depends on the country, motorcycle club, police, and local laws. In essence, whether a member must be a criminal depends entirely on the motives of the motorcycle club. This is evident in clubs that exclusively consist of military veterans with no criminal records. Diversified society. The biker clubs operate like families and societies comprising diverse individuals with varying motives and ethnic backgrounds. Within these groups, you'll find a mix of clever minds, those fewer with wisdom, both violent and gentle personalities, and even individuals with more extreme tendencies like psychopaths, esteemed members, and occasionally individuals taking on the role of assassins. Owning a motorcycle or a Harley-Davidson isn't necessary. Older biker clubs rallied around a single motto: all you need is a Harley-Davidson, but it has now evolved to brotherhood and unity make a gang stand firm. Many biker clubs now permit individuals to join them with any kind of motorcycle, a shift once deemed a violation. There are even motorcycle clubs that have further blurred traditional boundaries by not requiring members to ride a bike. These types of clubs have members with different ethnic backgrounds like Kurds, Turks, Lebanese, and others. Mottos of notorious biker clubs. These are some of the most famous notorious biker clubs' mottos that they faithfully adhere to. These powerful mottos unfold the very essence of brotherhood, loyalty, and rebellion. Hell's Angels. Hell's Angels' traditional motto is "Angels forever. Forever angels." However, their other mottos include, "When we do right, nobody remembers. When we do wrong, nobody forgets. 3 can keep a secret if 2 are dead, and when in doubt, knock 'em out." The Bandidos. The Bandidos also possess some powerful and irresistible mottos like, "Cut one, we all bleed. God forgives, Bandidos don't. Our colors don't run. And we are the people our parents warned us about." Lastly, a generic phrase of the Bandidos, similar to Hell's Angels, is "Bandidos forever, forever Bandidos." Outlaws. Similar to the Bandidos, outlaws also adopted the "God forgives, outlaws don't" motto in 1969. The rivalry of outlaws with Hell's Angels has given rise to phrases like "adios," which stands for Angels Die in Outlaw States, and AHAMD, which stands for All Hell's Angels Must Die. Other mottos of outlaws include Snitches Are a Dying Breed and Outlaws Forever, Forever Outlaws. Unveiling the reality of MC members. Behind that robust-looking leather clad hides a story that goes beyond the tough look. Motorcycle gang members surely wear leather jackets and ride fierce bikes, but that doesn't make them violent and hot-headed. In fact, many of these bikers are kind souls with hearts as big as their rides. They live by some unspoken codes, ride-or-die loyalty, and it's surely an example of tight brotherhood. And here's the real deal. Their rebel vibes extend beyond our imagination. These dudes often take part in good deeds, from doing charity to helping out in the hood. Let's break free from the cliché and explore public perceptions of motorcycle gang members. Here are some unfiltered insights we've discovered on Quora about the reality of these individuals. As per one woman on Quora, a short time after my divorce, my daughters and I were returning from a trip to the ocean. They mentioned they were hungry, so I stopped off at what used to be a mom-and-pop restaurant. I was tired and all of us were hungry. I didn't notice the mom and pop had changed. In my defense, the name was the same, so I really didn't pay much attention until we entered. The waitress stopped us and said we had to eat in the roped-off area because my girls were too young. In the rest of the bar were a bunch of bikers, the whole 9 yards of leather vests and chaps. We settled down and ordered our dinner. When we were almost finished, one of the bikers came up and asked if my girls enjoyed fishing. He ended up telling us about his hidden personal fishing spot up in Rainier. A couple more bikers came up and told me I was one hell of a dad for taking care of 2 daughters like I do, especially since my older daughter is disabled and in a wheelchair. When we went to leave, we were told our bill was paid. By that time, the bikers had left, so I wasn't able to thank them. Pretty nice bunch of guys, if you ask me. Another woman said, in 2001, I was working at a company that comes in after fire, water, storm damage, etc. One of the guys I worked with was a good work buddy with me. We could laugh about anything and have a good time. I was all of 26 and I had 2 kids and an abusive husband. One morning I was late coming into work because I'd been at the courthouse filing for a protective order against my husband for me and my kids. He asked me why I was late and looked exhausted, so I told him. I knew he and my other co-worker were 1% ERs. Later that night, my husband broke into our home and took the kids. I awoke while he and his buddy were taking the kids. I called 911. The cops were able to stop him down the road about 15 miles, and the police brought my kids back to me. I was petrified, so I called my close friend from work. What I didn't know at that time was that his brother was the president of the local chapter of the Pagans, who ordered that my kids and I be protected. These guys, about 8, 10, stayed outside my home for 7 days until the judge ordered the protective order for 1 year. They protected me and my babies. I will never ever forget what those men did for me without even knowing me. So say what you want about bikers, 1% ERs, or MCs, they aren't the bad guys. Behind the curtains lies the true face of reality. Motorcycle clubs, often perceived as fierce due to their profession, harbor a touch of humanity and a love for kids, making them unexpected good Samaritans. So next time you encounter someone fearing motorcycle clubs, share this video. It's a glimpse into the unexpected kindness and compassion that coexists with their rugged exterior.